All right, here we go. The first full week of October.
He's family-friendly, work-friendly, and just an overall great guy. He's not afraid to speak his mind and will provide you with that extra burst to make it through your workday.
Welcome to the afternoon show with Taylor King on the X, Real Rock Variety.
Yes, once again, it is time for the afternoon show vlog. My name is Taylor King. Thank you for joining me today. So much to get to. The Day in Rock Report, this day in rock and roll history, music, news, sports, celebrity sleaze, news of the weird, and That's Just Weird is being replaced with Dumb Crooks for now. Julie King has come into a situation where she can only work on it every so often, so we'll come back from time to time, but for right now, Dumb Crooks does replace it. So let's get it started with the Day in Rock Report.
Keeping you up to date on what your favorite or maybe not so favorite artists are doing, it's the Day in Rock Report.
Do it live!
With Taylor King on the X.
Take it away.
Today's quick roundup of the top rock news stories from across the web from antimusic.com. Live Nation Executive Chairman Irving Azoff told analysts that the concert business will end 2010 on a sour note. Next year may improve, he said, as hitmakers who sat on the sidelines in 2010 plan major tours. He's especially optimistic that Van Halen, Fleetwood Mac, among others, will fill arenas and amphitheaters. Roger Waters' 30th anniversary show of Pink Floyd's The Wall has sparked a bit of controversy. NME reports that the historic outing has been accused of being anti-Semitic. The allegations come from the Anti-Defamation League, who claim the stage show uses imagery associated with stereotypes about Jews and money. According to the Simon & Schuster website, Stone Temple Pilots' ex-Velvet Revolver frontman Scott Weiland's autobiography, Not Dead and Not for Sale, has had its tentative release date pushed back to April 12, 2011. Black Label Society, featuring leader Zakk Wylde, ex-Ozzy Osbourne, who was released from a Nebraska hospital following treatment for a blood clotting condition in his leg yesterday, hit the stage again in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, at Eagles Ballroom last night. Video footage featuring a surprise pre-show jam, including a cover of Elton John's Tiny Dancer, can be seen at bravewords.com. Bret Michaels talked to E! About his Naked Billboard cover. I said, listen, I have two requests, good lighting and a warm room. That's all I'm asking for. Michaels tells E! If I'm walking out with it all effing hanging out there for the world to see, then, well, I need good lighting and a warm room. And some sit-ups. I didn't eat for a day, and I did about 2,000 sit-ups, he says. Styx frontman Tommy Shaw has posted an audio clip from his new bluegrass side project, The Great Divide, due out in 2011. You can check it out at bravewords.com. Amazon.com is listing an April 26, 2011 release date for the official biography from original Kiss guitarist Ace Frehley called No Regrets. A film based around the music of the Beach Boys is reportedly in the works as well. And that's the Day in Rock Report. Let's move on to this day in rock and roll history. And born on this day, Chris Lowe of the Pet Shop Boys is 51, and that is our lone birthday today. Well, what happened on this day? Well, in 1961, Bob Dylan played a showcase at New York's Carnegie Hall to 53 people. In 1963, the Beatles made their first appearance on the UK ITV pop show Ready, Steady, Go. In 1966, the Byrds played the first of a 13-night run at the Village Gate in New York City. In 1967, a 10-date package tour of the UK kicked off at London's Finsbury Park featuring Traffic, The Young Rascals, Vanilla Fudge, Art, and Keith West. In 1969, the Beatles' Abbey Road album went to number 1 on the UK chart. The cover supposedly contained clues, adding to the Paul is Dead phenomenon. Paul is barefoot, and the car number plate, LMW 281F, supposedly referred to the fact that McCartney would be 28 years old if he was still alive. LMW was said to stand for Linda McCartney Weeps, and the four Beatles represent the Priest, John dressed in white, the Undertaker, Ringo in a black suit, the Corpse, Paul in a suit but barefoot, and the Gravedigger, George, in jeans and a denim work shirt. In 1970, Janis Joplin was found dead at the Landmark Hotel Hollywood after an accidental heroin overdose. In 1971, Pink Floyd played the first of 4 nights at the Roman Amphitheater in Pompeii, Italy for their Live in Pompeii album. In 1980, winners in the Melody Maker Readers' Poll included Kate Bush, who won Best Female Singer, and Peter Gabriel, who won Best Male Singer. Best Guitarist went to Ritchie Blackmore, Phil Collins won Best Drummer, and Genesis won Band of the Year. Best Single went to Pink Floyd for Another Brick in the Wall Part 2, and Saxon won for Brightest Hope. In 1999, it was reported that the sister of Jimi Hendrix was planning to exhume her brother's body and move it to a pay-to-view mausoleum. Other plans for the new site included a chance for fans to buy one of the burial plots around the guitarist's new resting place. In 2004, Canadian bassist Bruce Palmer died of a heart attack. He was a member of the Mina Birds and Buffalo Springfield. He also worked with Crosby, Stills, Nash, and Neil Young. And in 2007, the Rolling Stones set a new record for the top-grossing tour of all time with their A Bigger Bang tour. The tour, which ran from late 2005 to August 2007, earned the band $558.2 million, with the Stones playing to more than 4.5 million people at 144 shows. The previous high was set by U2's Vertigo tour, which took place in 2005 and 2006, earning $389 million. And that is this day in rock and roll history. All right, let's move on now to sports. And the results of the past weekend's NFL games: the Atlanta Falcons over the San Francisco 49ers 16-14. The New York Jets over the Buffalo Bills 38-14. The Cleveland Browns over the Cincinnati Bengals 23-20. It was Green Bay Packers over the Detroit Lions 28-26. Denver Broncos over the Tennessee Titans 26-20. The St. Louis Rams took care of the Seattle Seahawks 20-3. It was the New Orleans Saints over the Carolina Panthers 16-14. Baltimore Ravens over the Pittsburgh Steelers 17-14. The Houston Texans over the Oakland Raiders 31-24. The Jacksonville Jaguars on a 59-yard field goal over the Indianapolis Colts 31-28. The Washington Redskins over the Philadelphia Eagles 17-12, and Donovan McNabb's return to Philadelphia. San Diego Chargers all over the Arizona Cardinals 41-10, and the New York Giants over the Chicago Bears in Sunday Night Football 17-3. And a possible three-way tie that would have required 2 days of games to set the playoff situation in the National League was avoided yesterday when the San Francisco Giants beat the San Diego Padres 3-0. They handed the NL West title to the Giants, the NL Wild Card to the Atlanta Braves, and eliminated the Padres. The Braves will face the Giants in the first round of the playoffs, and the Philadelphia Phillies will play the Cincinnati Reds. The Tampa Bay Rays won the AL East when the New York Yankees lost to the Boston Red Sox 8-4 yesterday. The Rays then won their game over the Kansas City Royals 3-2 in 12 innings for good measure. Tampa Bay will play the Texas Rangers in the first round of the playoffs, while the wild card winning Yankees will play the Minnesota Twins. The playoffs get underway on Wednesday. And that is sports. All right, let's move on. And what is next? Celebrity Sleaze. This should be fun. Kourtney Kardashian is moving on up to Manhattan, according to E! Online. The eldest Kardashian sister and baby Mason will spend the next 2 months or more there working on a new Dash fashion store in the trendy Soho neighborhood. She reportedly will stay, at least temporarily, at a downtown hotel. Kourtney and sisters Kim and Khloe launched a Dash store in Miami last year. Celebrity gossip site TMZ.com is reporting that Mel Gibson's former girlfriend once accused another celebrity, actor Timothy Dalton, of abusing her, but she has now rushed to Dalton's defense. Several sources reportedly said that Oksana Grigorvia complained to Gibson and her lawyers that she was a victim of Dalton's rages and he had physically abused her. Dalton is the father of Oksana's elder son. No legal action ever was taken against Dalton. Lawyers for both Oksana and Dalton say the charges are fabricated and that the two remain friends. Oksana told TMZ, "Tim is a wonderful father. We have a great relationship. Any implication that he ever struck me is untrue." TMZ insists that police have a copy of an email from Oksana to Mel in which she accuses Dalton of physically abusing her. Comedian Ralphie May, a finalist on the reality show Last Comic Standing, was briefly detained by customs officials after he was found to be in possession of a small amount of marijuana when he arrived on the island of Guam, TMZ.com reports. The comedian was released and went on to do a series of performances there. Pittsburgh Penguins star Mike Comrie, also known as Hillary Duff's new hubby, has a little legal problem on his hands, that according to TMZ.com. It seems the hockey star bought a brand new Mercedes-Benz back in 2008, but later defaulted on the payments and refused to give the $165,000 car back. A finance company filed suit in Los Angeles court to force him to pay more than $100,000 they say he still owes, plus costs. No comment yet from Comrie. Dwayne Chapman, better known as Dog the Bounty Hunter, was rushed to UCLA Medical Center complaining of pain. He was treated for a possible blood clot and was later released, according to ParisHilton.com. His wife said he might have developed a blood clot after receiving an injury on the job. Reality television star Kelly Osbourne has kept the weight off since famously dropping 48 pounds, and now she's proving it by wearing a bikini for the cover of Shape magazine. Osbourne told Us Magazine over the weekend, I cried when I saw the picture. She says she keeps the weight off with a half-hour daily workout. Now 25, Ozzy's daughter weighs 112 pounds. After Kanye West's spectacular performance on Saturday Night Live over the weekend, a writer for E! Online says it's time to forgive and forget about the whole Taylor Swift-Kanye mess. I don't know. Writes Megan Masters, West's SNL performance proved once again that no matter what's going on in his personal life, he is an artist and will continue to take chances in the music industry, ultimately breaking new ground. And that is Celebrity Sleaze.